So, who wants to be the new Abbot, huh? Who's changing the rules, yeah? I mean, who cares, yeah? I never cared, to be the Abbot here. So I'm happy for everyone who comes forward and says he can do a better job than me, yeah? Otherwise, don't change the rules, yeah? Be careful. Where's your interest? Where's your motivation? It's gone. Only two topics, when I look at you, that I have to talk about. Either it is missing sati or missing motivation. Use something, to get yourself motivated to strive in your practice, develop sati. I see you put effort in, but sometimes I think you put effort in the wrong direction. It doesn't bring any results. It's effort, that the kilesas love, because it doesn't have any effect on them. Putting in a lot of effort, in the wrong way, satisfies the kilesas because, they don't feel threatened. We have to threaten the kilesas at any moment, not giving in to them. Not obliging them with their wishes and with their desires, with their, wanting to change something, that is one of the desires of the kilesas. They constantly want to change, Just like ordinary people, after 2 years, and living in their apartment, they want to change the curtains, they want to have a new sofa, they want to have a new couch or table or whatever, or change the kitchen, or change, or need to paint, and so on, change the cars, change the phones, and so on, Constantly the need of change. So you have to fight them. That's where you win. Fight the kilesas, don't give in. Say, okay, do whatever you want, but I do my practice. Say whatever you want, I'm not listening to you. That's the way how to fight them. And if you're tired, go to sleep, and I sit in practice. And don't daydream. Seeing clearly, this is the power of sati, seeing clearly what is going on, knowing what is going on, knowing what is going on in our heart, at every moment, When you see the Ajahn, there's a reaction in your heart, So, look at that, When you talk to somebody or when you see somebody else, there's a reaction in the heart. When you see the food, there's a reaction in the heart. When you go and Bindabat, and catch yourself without sati, there's a reaction that takes place in the heart. Look at it and don't give in. Replace it with Buddha. Whatever comes up, replace it with Buddha. No matter what it is. I want to change something, Okay, kilesas, go ahead and change it. But I'm not going to give you any hands, no mouth, The kilesas have no power. Yeah? I mean, this is something you should have understood by now. They have only the power of suggestion, but there's power of suggestion. I mean, it is beyond, beyond our power to maintain sati. They say something, they tell us something, and we believe it. Then they tell us another thing, and then we believe it. Yeah, that's the way. Yes, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm not good. Yeah, I'm bad. I'm good. I think this is better. Yeah, and who's the one who signs that? Yeah, who's the one who gives in? That's where our problem lies. Use the time, to practice, to practice, in a way, that results, that give results, Not just, practicing, I'm meditating, I'm so mindful. That's not the way, I mean, if the sati doesn't increase, if you don't see, how the kilesas come up, I mean, the more the kilesas come up, that shows practice is, going in the right direction. If the kilesas or if you don't even see it, then it's hopeless, I mean, and just bury yourself, and say, okay, let's go to hell, Get your energy, and get your motivation. It is so important, to have motivation, No matter, I mean, sometimes it's so difficult, I mean, I remember from my own practice, sometimes it's so difficult, I mean, they won't give you one more minute, So difficult to practice, And if you don't have any motivation to fight, I mean, you lose. You lose out to them. And the more, I mean, the first day you lose out to them, maybe it is not bad. Not that bad, But the second day, I mean, it is much easier to lose out to them. And the third day, I mean, in the end, you say, I give up, They're overpowering me. But that's not the way how we fight, We fight by constantly advancing. Bringing up the kilesas. We have enough Tudankas that we follow, to bring up the kilesas. Be it food, be it the way, I mean, we restrain ourselves from the outside world, and so on, and so on. So in the end, we are just here, We are here, with the Buddha, with the investigation of the body, with the reflection, Make it work, to see how the kilesas trick you. Make it work. Make the reflection in the evening work, and see how the kilesas constantly trick you into believing this, into doing this, into believing that, into doing that. That's a way, they trick us, they fool us, they tell us, it's so nice, if I do this, I will be happy, or it will work, if I practice like this, I mean, it's much better, The old way of practice didn't bring any results, Because we are not there, We don't have enough sati, to see what is going on. I mean, there's constantly something going on. I'm 100% sure of that. Something our heart constantly reacts, But we pave it over, or we paved it over so long that we don't see it anymore. I mean, remember why you became monks, And I remember, I mean, the first year you came here, I mean, you were so keen on practicing, and you were really good, And then the second year, I mean, it dropped already. The third year, it dropped even more, and the fourth year, it dropped even more. And in the end, there's no monk anymore. There's just there's just the empty skull, or the empty hull, whatever you call it, the empty skin, But there's nothing inside anymore. And that can happen to any one of us. The first year you will be really keen, on practicing. In the second year, it starts, it's so difficult, in the life of a monk, it's not so bad, Of course it's not so bad, It is, it is absolute freedom. We don't have to work for our living, Everything is given to us, There are a few restrictions that we have, That's it. We can live a very comfortable life, without practicing, and we see that, After 1 or 2 years, we get used to the rules, and then we become complacent, because the dukkha is not there, or we don't see the dukkha. The dukkha, of course, is there. How can you not see the dukkha? Every day, it already starts, when you wake up, I don't want to get up, That's where the dukkha starts, Then I want to do this, I want to drink something, I want to eat something, or just I want to go to pee, You don't see the dukkha, You don't reflect, In your reflection you should see, talking to each other, dukkha, What are you talking about? Why are you talking, It's not for exchanging some information, that is of course useful, But talking, chit-chatting about, my practice is like this, my practice is like that, or that is my understanding of Dhamma, or that is my understanding of Dhamma, Why you do it? What is happening before you do it? That is where the sati, is a key. It's a key to unravel, the tricks of the kilesas. What is happening before I get up for meditation? Who suggests that? And just notice it, and be aware of it, And then if the pain is too much, then just show the white flag and say, okay, I retreat. Next time I fight longer, And then you really do it, Not just saying it, and then not doing it. Determination is one of the key factors, one of the enlightenment factors, Isn't it? Piti as well, Sati, Samadhi, concentration, the power of concentration. And the joy, piti, that comes through the power of concentration. It's all there, all enlightenment factors. But sometimes when I look at you, I fall asleep, I just don't know. I don't know anymore what to do, how to wake you up, Understand the working of the kilesas, how they constantly trick us, who is the one who sees the thought, The kilesas say this, we sometimes, we can even see two voices in our heart, One says this, the other voice says the opposite. Then the other voice says again this, opposite. But who knows that? Have you realized that there's somebody who knows that there are two voices in our head? One says this and the other says, no, it's probably not that good, and the other says, it doesn't matter, you should do it like this, And who is the one who knows all this? If that isn't the chitta, then what is the chitta? The knowing nature of the chitta. That's the substance, that's the essence of the chitta. Knowing what is going on in our heart, knowing these voices, and neither of the voices, we should follow. Replace them with puto, 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 puto. Until the mind is completely calm. Until there's no more voices. And then look what is in the heart, And then ask the question, what you want to know. Maybe you get an answer. Sometimes you get an answer. Most of the time you don't get an answer. But it doesn't matter, if you get an answer or no answer. Just don't follow the kilesas, whose suggestive power is so overpowering, that, that's why all these people, in the world, follow the kilesas, Follow their greed, follow their hate, The kilesas come in form of greed and hate, of likes and dislikes, And of course, I'll come in delusion, being deluded about this or being deluded about that. That means, not knowing, in line of the truth. In a little bit more than 2 months, there's the rains retreat. And then I really want to see you going. Going for your practice, being serious about your practice, and especially being serious about sati, knowing, before you open your mouth, in German we say, start your think tank, Before you open your mouth, know what you say, know why you want to say it, and then, if you think it needs to be said, look at the results of your saying, of your words, that is the power of sati. That's what we should do as practitioners. Before we open our mouth, know that we are going to open our mouth, know what we are going to say, and also know the reason why we want to say it. Most of it comes out just because of boredom. We are bored, we see somebody, we have no sati, no control, and we just don't know what to do with ourselves, so we start a conversation. So we don't see the dukkha, and the dukkha is the first noble truth. If we don't understand the first noble truth of dukkha, we have no way to get out. I hope that is clear and that is understood. If you don't see, if you don't see understanding dukkha, how will we go out? If our heart is pounding, then already something must be wrong. If you do it right, our heart is never pounding, never beating up. It is calm all the time. And then we know we're doing something right. If it starts beating up, we know we are going on the wrong trail. No matter, if we think it is right or if we think it is wrong. For instance, if you want to criticize somebody, if your heart is calm, then go ahead. If it's beating up, just stop your voice. And don't say it. Wait for a time, when it is convenient. But we just run blindly through this world, until we crash, and then of course it hurts, If you don't see the tree that you run into, of course it hurts, But if you start to see the tree, at least a meter before you still can stop, If you see, your mouth opening and you still can stop, And just close it first, and then reflect about it, what you want to say, why you want to say it, and what the effect might be, And then open it, Now it's just coming out like a waterfall. Happiness arises in our heart, and through the power of samadhi we find this happiness, We find the comfort, And that is something that we need, We live outside of the society, and we need some sort of pity, we need some sort of happiness or calmness or peacefulness, Or land where we don't have to worry about tomorrow, or where we don't have to worry about yesterday. We just are happy, and peaceful and at ease, And that's why we need to develop samadhi, It is important, And through the samadhi, we have to develop the sati, Through observing, each slice of the breath, Or each B, is it the B, is it the U, is it the D, is it the D, or is it the H or the O, When we say puttu, 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 But we just let it run monotonously, while just, like we do, We walk while we think about this or dream about this and dream about that, That is not practice, And that's the same thing that you probably do your Buddha, 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 it's a nice sky today. Oh, today it's hot, Buddha, yeah. And that's a practice, yeah. Being aware of each Buddha, being aware if it is fast, if it is slow, if it is the beginning, it's towards the end, or if it's in the middle, yeah. Just like with the breath, the same thing. I told you over and over and over again, yeah. Be aware of what is going on, yeah. Know what is going on. In contemplation, just the same thing, yeah. Know your object that you contemplate or visualize it, and then start, asking the right question. Yeah? What is it made of? Yeah? What happens when it dies? When the whole body dies? What goes out first? Yeah, and what is destroyed last, or what is changing last? Because it's just changing into another substance. Yeah? The whole body is changing into another substance. Yeah? The water goes out, the air, the first thing is the air goes out, yeah. Huh? Then the fire, disappears, yeah. And then the water goes out, and then suddenly, the earth element just slowly, gets loose and disappears. Yeah? That's about that, yeah. Huh? See, yeah. Ask the right question, yeah? Once you can visualize the object that you investigate, be it the whole body or be it parts of the body, yeah? Ask the right question, yeah? What is the nature, yeah? To see the four elements in these organs, it's very difficult. It requires a lot of sati, yeah? So start with the loathsomeness of the body, look at it, If you want to, if desire comes up, turn the object, it's always, desire always has an object, just like hate, yeah? Always has an object, yeah? When there's hate, turn the object into something that is likable, and when it is desire, turn the object into something that is dislikable. That is the key of the practice, huh? That's our salvation. Listen to it very carefully. This is our salvation. To turn things, desire and hate, or dislikes and likes, are always based on objects. No matter if they are mental objects, or if they are physical objects, At the moment we deal with a physical object, turn the object, that this desire is, attached to, or wants to attach to, turn it into something that is undesirable, yeah? The food that you like, turn it into shit, you don't like to eat shit. Nobody wants to, yeah? And there's something, that is undesirable, turn it into something that is desirable. That is within the realm of each one, it is different, yeah? Each person likes different things, yeah? So, you have to find out, yeah? That is the key of the practice, the whole practice, yeah? Of body contemplation, yeah? Of dealing with greed and anger. Turning something that is desirable into something that is undesirable. Yeah, and we have it, yeah. But we need to prepare it, yeah, for the moment it comes up, yeah. And turning something, that is undesirable into something that is desirable, yeah. When you read, some of the Lugda's talks, that is the end of the body investigation, yeah. Do it until it is just like a flash, yeah. Remember, it's a key of a practice, but, it will take years or maybe decades, to train this, yeah? So you have to train it, yeah? Don't think it will come by itself, yeah? And just like, with sati, it doesn't develop by itself, we have to force it, yeah? We have to force to know every moment, when the Buddha comes, when the Buddha is at the middle, when the Buddha is towards the end, yeah? And know that the Buddha is fast or that it's slow, yeah? That it's weak, that it's strong. Yeah? And don't forget, when any object of our meditation or contemplation becomes weak, that means our interest is lost. Yeah? So revive the interest. Yeah? Understood? Huh? So put some more effort, yeah? Not outside effort, inside effort. Yeah? Just like I mentioned it before. Yeah? I mean, outside effort, you put enough, yeah? But it's not the right kind of effort. Yeah? It's not the effort, that undermines the power of the kilesas. Yeah? It's the effort that the kilesas love. Yeah? Oh, I'm working so hard, I'm sitting for 18 hours, sitting for 9 hours, or working for 9 hours. But I have no sati, yeah? So it's useless, it's an effort, I'm in the kilesas love, yeah? Because while they're sitting for 8 hours, they start dreaming, yeah? Living in a parallel universe, yeah? Okay, understood? มีคำถามไหม
หลังๆไม่ค่อยเข้าใจครับ
ไม่เคยเข้าใจนะเรื่องสติเรื่องการพยายามนะพยายามอยู่กับพุทโธนะอยู่กับพุทโธตลอดนะรู้ก็บีกำลังปีกำลังอยู่กำลังดีกำลังกำลังโอรู้นะมันพุทโธมันเร็วพุทโธมันช้าพุทโธมันแรงมันมีกำลังหรือไม่มีกำลังนะนี่เรียกว่าสตินะและเมื่อความชอบขึ้นมานะเปลี่ยนนะทุกความชอบหรือความเกลียดกับอะไรนะมันเกี่ยวกับอารมณ์นะเปลี่ยนอารมณ์นะเวลาชอบเปลี่ยนอารมณ์นี่นะเป็นที่ไม่ชอบนะแล้วเวลาไม่ชอบนะเปลี่ยนเป็นที่ชอบเข้าใจไหมเมื่อชอบมะม่วงเนี่ยเปลี่ยนเป็นขี้นะเมื่อไม่ชอบมะม่วงนะ
ไม่ชอบอะไรให้ทำอย่างนั้นถูกไหมครับ
ใช่
ชอบอะไรไม่ต้องทำถูกไหมครับ
ก็หนึ่งอันนะแต่มันเรียกว่าอะไรอารมณ์ละอารมณ์นะทุกสิ่งทุกอย่างที่ของเราชอบนะเกี่ยวกับอารมณ์นะมันก็เห็นตัวคนนะคนบางคนก็ชอบบางคนก็ไม่ชอบนะเวลาไม่ชอบนะมันมองดูคนอีกนะอาจจะมีอะไรชอบไหมนะบางทีมันทุกคนก็ปกติก็มีอยู่ที่ชอบนะแล้วดูมองดูนะและสุดท้ายความเกลียดความโกรธก็หายไปนะเหมือนกันกับความมันชอบนี่นะความราคะตัณหาขึ้นมานะเปลี่ยนนี่มันเป็นที่ไม่ชอบนะเข้าใจนะ
พอเข้าใจอยู่ครับ
พอเข้าใจนะก็ฟังเทศธรรมะออกจากใจของลุงตานะมันพูดละเอียดนะเรายังพูดภาษาไทยยังไม่เก่งเท่าไหร่นะโอเคเลิกกัน